What's up, everybody? Brett here, happy today to be back playing some more Battle Brothers. I'm sorry this episode came up a little bit late. Had a bunch of real life stuff going on. Really hence the no webcam at the bottom here. I'm feeling run down. I'm also wearing stripes, which I feel like would totally mess with my green screen. I'm going to make a commitment to you guys. Face cam tomorrow's episode. We're going to rock out with my face out. And we're... That was stupid. That was so stupid. Anyway, guys, let me show you what I did off camera. I chose from... You guys gave me a lot of name suggestions. I love it. And we still have plenty more in the bank. So if your name is not on these initial 11 guys, don't worry about it. I've got a list now. A solid list. And I've got almost... I want to say I got about 20 names on the list. So we still have room for a little bit more if you guys are interested. If you're just in there lurking and you're not really... decided yet whether or not you want to commit to this Let's Play. Commit, guys. Watch it. Give me a name. You'll be on the roster. We're going to have 25 minutes at some point. This is going long. So, expect that. You'll get on the list, you'll have your adventures, and everything will be badass. Okay, let me go through the list. Let me talk about why I named these particular names, perhaps who they're for. I don't really have... Normally I write down who wanted the name and why, and I put like a little explanation for myself, but I didn't do it as thorough as I normally do. But some of them I will remember. Rodrigo of Al-Qatani is a really cool reference to a Dogs of War mercenary company from the Warhammer world. Apparently, this is so fitting. I wish I had heard of these guys before I started this Let's Play, because we would have specifically themed it for these dudes, because they are awesome. And this was from Luis Flores, who you can go into the first video and go down to his comment, and he put a link in there to it. It's about like the one altruistic mercenary company in all of the Warhammer world. How they serve the people, how they care about the poor, they fight for truth and justice. And Rodrigo was a simple farmer who went and kind of like led a rebellion and joined and created his own mercenary company. So it's so fitting. And this guy is an awesome brother. I anticipate us keeping him around, and I decided to do that name kind of in honor of him. It just made sense. We've got Jake Abbott the Reaper here as one of our butcher bros. Brave. Jake, you know who you are, man. I appreciate you watching. Long-time watcher. We got AK the Vanguard. Just call him Ak. I think I'm just going to call him Ak. Ak the Vanguard. Thank you so much, man. You wanted a Bannerman character? The Minstrel is almost certainly going to be our Bannerman at this point. So I felt like that was fitting. Hopefully we can do something about his waistline. We can get him slimmed up. We've got Reynold the Sigmarite. So I couldn't fit the name you had given me. It was Reynold Sictarius. And this is from Joshua. Joshua, I couldn't fit it all, so I figured, you know what better way to pronounce our love for Sigmar than just to call him Reynold the Sigmarite. Hopefully you're cool with that name. This is our best brother, honestly, at the moment. This was Manfred, and he is a sick brother, so kudos to that. I appreciate you watching, buddy. Let's see. We've got Uldric the Iron Cudgel, which seemed really fitting, considering he's basically holding an iron cudgel, a morning star. Just an iron tip of iron just to get smacked on the head with. But excellent brother. Hope to keep him around for a long time as well. His stars are in sort of weird places, but he's just solid. He's going to be a sword and board bro, or cudgel and board bro, but he's going to be excellent. Happy to have him. We've got Justin the Giant. Requested something like a two-hander, and this is pretty much perfect. This guy's not... He may not stay a two-hander. With this resolve, he may go for... I mean, he may end up as a sergeant. We'll have to see. I'm being very, like, versatile with him. He's also tough. He's going to be a hard guy to kill. He just doesn't have stars in the best places. But he's still a cool character. That was formerly our woodsman. We have Andreas, Sigmar's servant. Going to be an excellent archer one day. Happy to have you on board, Andreas. We have Tongue of Viet. So, I'm sorry, buddy, but, like... Man, I would mess up your name too much, I feel like. So I took the last part of your name. Yeah, I'm not good at saying Vietnamese names. I've tried. I have friends who are Vietnamese, and every time I just kind of mess it up. So I took the last part of your name, Tongue of Viet. I felt like this is a cool brother. We're going to go to a barber and sort of adjust the way our brothers look. We're going to give them beards and tattoos and all that sort of stuff today. So hopefully you like this character. He's a solid one. He's going to be an excellent archer for us eventually. Like, really an amazing archer. Actually, we've got Zigzag. I couldn't just call him Zigzag because of the roleplay, so I tried to give him like a German-esque ending. So Zigzaganov. That sounds pretty German, huh? The White. I appreciate the name. You're going to be a solid, like, polearm, crossbow bro, probably handgun bro at some point. So we're going to give you a white beard. That's got to happen. We've got Miguel Orc Slayer. So Miguel has some sick, like, defensive stats, which we're going to play into at some point. He's almost certainly going to become a sword and board bro once I get a good shield and a little bit better armor to sit him in. But for right now, I went with Orc Slayer just because he has this hate of greenskins. And slaying orcs is something that I think we all understand in the Warhammer world. Those damn mushrooms. And then lastly, we have Moody standing in for Mudun. Part of a long-running story from Peter. If you want to read an awesome story, Peter Chambers in the comment section usually writes a pretty sweet story every day. More like a journal, following the exploits. I decided just to change up the name a little bit. I hope you understand. Just to keep it fresh. Moody the Miller. And maybe you can work that into your story, or maybe not. I hope it fits. Anyway, this is gonna be this is gonna be a great bro too. A polearm slash crossbow bro, 100%. Gonna be deadly. We have some deadly bros. There's no doubt about it. We've just got to get the gear to back them up. And I know that was a lot of talking, guys. But hopefully with that setup complete, we can jump into our quest today, which is to head into the Lost Crypt. Which, because we took the quest, it changed the location. But what I'm curious about, and this is what we're going to test, I discovered this location before we got the quest for it. So even if the quest changed what was inside of it, does destroying this fulfill our ambition? That's a bit of an unknown for me. So let's see how that shakes out. I'm going to read this because it's sort of story related. For those of you who've never seen this before, the ancient dead have a bit of story elements to them. So, you enter the ruins and find the fetish of fertility easily enough. When you turn around, a tall man in rustic armor is standing there, spear in hand, with vacated eye sockets leering down at you. He swings the spear back. The false king must die. The spear stabs forward. Reynold the Sigmarite leaps over and deflects it to the ground. The spear tip, crackling a couple of sparks off the stone floor. You look at the undead man, a worm coursing through its nose. It speaks again. The false king must. With a quick draw, you unsheath your sword and cut the ancient dead's head right off. The skull and helmet carrying it clatter and clank off the ground. Before you can investigate, Reynold the Sigmarite grabs you and tells you to run. More undead figures are appearing out of the walls, shaking free of the gigantic grip of a mausoleum's entombment. Once outside, you order the rest of the company to get into formation. To arms! And it's just some auxiliaries. That's something we should be able to, with our gear and, just in sheer numbers. We can beat them down. They're mostly not even wearing armor. I don't see any real value in trying to play heavy in the strats. What I should do, let's just ignore. We're not going to shoot at them, though we could. Should have just passed with everyone. I don't think they're going to make it here this turn. Yeah, so we'll just pass. I'm giving myself, like, initiative penalties for no reason. Although it's probably better for me to go second because it makes them have to go first. Which means they'll jump in first. Which is what I want. I don't know. There's some levels to this. The initiative change on wait turn has kind of messed me up. I just keep playing the way I've always played. Hopefully if I'm making a mistake, I'll figure it out in time. Yeah, excuse my voice. I ate my nightly dinner of Honey Nut Cheerios. I know, that's crazy, but it's good for my stomach. My stomach has been messed up for years and years. Oh, he hit us in the head. And I can't even tell you. Every time I tell my doctor, I'm like, Honey Nut Cheerios, man, I'm telling you. He just laughs. So good for me, though. But yeah, drinking milk before you gotta talk a whole bunch, not recommended. So they're gonna jump in and mostly get their shield walls up. I see two. Oh no, and Rodrigo already. And we've whiffed like every hit, which isn't helping. This is not good. This should be a very easy fight, and it's going downhill. Went for the stun. Though I probably should have just hit him. But the other attack is piercing damage. Come on, guys. We gotta get rid of these dudes. Going up and around the shield wall. And Rodrigo makes it out, which is all I really cared about. We've missed a lot of like 63s and stuff. And we're going to pay for that. We hit him in the helmet there. These are some of the worst rolls I've seen in a long time. Like 3 of these dudes should be dead right now. Try and get lucky there because he's next up. And if we hit him, we probably kill him. Alright, alright. A little bit of luck in our favor. These rolls are terrible. We're going to push him back and mess up their shield wall. Very nice. Stepping in doesn't give me an attack, so we'll chill. Step out. Let's just wait. We have the ability to wait. Unfortunately, we hit him in the head there. We don't have a lot of tools. I think we have 3 exactly. So we need to be a little bit cognizant of that. I'll step in now. We're going to need to make sure we get tools before we go on our next adventure. Alright, finally we put a little damage on him. I was about to say, hopefully it's not too late. Yeah, I could feel that coming. Alright. Very good. The thing is, man, you've got to defend yourself. That's his 3rd attack he whiffed. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Thankfully, we managed to pull it out. We got a lot of experience for that. Hopefully we get some good loot. Okay, a helmet, a decent helmet. Some shields that kind of suck, but they've got decent stats on them. They're just very vulnerable to being destroyed. The mail patch is cool. I mean, I don't think we have a piece of armor that I would attach that to yet, though maybe I should just pull the trigger. We've got the Fetish of Fertility. We're good to go. Lots of levels here. Time for student, probably on just about everyone. But we need to be careful right now, because this is an important time where we... Yeah, okay, 4. Got that. Where we need to figure out, we need to understand really what everyone's role is, and try and make sure we're pumping them according to that. So, I'm going to go for maximum fatigue here. And you know what, I'm not going to fix that. That farmer's hat. There's no reason. Let's just give him the better helmet. And these are 15 and 15 and 10. 15, 15, 10. But these are more easily destroyed. So they're essentially exactly the same as the old wooden shield. I never noticed that. Okay. But the old wooden shield is more expensive? That's weird. To me, it's strange to have 2 things with exactly the same stats in this game. Because it's not normal. Normally they do a really good job of differentiating items. Okay, what have we got here? Jake. Honestly, let's take this 4 roll in range defense. It's one of those rolls, like, everything else is so mediocre that getting this good roll out of the way right now, since we have no stars, and just like getting this resolve, I want to get him up to 50 and then stop. And then I'm going to take the 2 here and melee skill. And we'll look to pump melee skill, melee defense, fatigue. Like, these are the 3 that I always want to pump, just so we're all clear. But I want 50 resolve. I want at least 10 range defense, right? I want at least 71 hit points. So I have these numbers in mind, and when I see an opportunity to get solid rolls for the future, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger and to get them now. Student here on Reynold. Alright, expect big things from Reynold. Like I said, we're going to ignore his range skill. But look at the... I mean, we're just getting... For 3 stars in melee skill, that's kind of insane. And his HP and his resolve are super low. So for us to be getting crap rolls in the stuff that he's supposed to be, you know, getting great in, these 2s are all killing me. If any one of these was a 3, I would just snap it off. Let's go for HP, I guess. Because it'll turn into 3 thanks to Colossus. Just got to get him over that 71 threshold. Student here on Andreas. Andreas has excellent initiative. As well as, of course, excellent range skill. We just got to get him there. Let's see. Fatigue, and I'm tempted, honestly, to take the resolve, but I'm going to take the 5 roll in initiative. Once he starts getting nimble dodge, these initiative stats are going to pay off heavily, but I hate having a brother who's like sub 40 resolve. We'll keep our eye out for bigger rolls than that, and then we'll make sure we take them if we see them. There are certain stats I just think you just got to have. Alright, here, a 4 in range skill, excellent for tongue. I see this 4 here as well, and I like that a lot. And I'm also going to take a 5 in initiative. I don't need to take too many good rolls in initiative. If we just put him in light armor, give him brawny, give him dodge, initiative. I know some people think brawny and dodge and nimble are sort of like non-bows, but I generally hedge towards like the heavier end of light armor or the lower end of medium armor, if that makes sense. So brawny will still be effective for us. Don't doubt it. I don't consider it a wasted perk. I think brawny's pretty much good on every single brother. Unless you want to go like naked. If you want to go like flagellant build, which we might do if we get ourselves a flagellant, then we'll call that. Guys, for those of you also that are new, let me just break this down real quick. Student is an amazing perk. It gives you bonus 20% experience as an investment, right? Your brothers level up super fast, but when they finally get to level 11, they get this point back. So it's really, you haven't lost anything except some early, maybe battlefield prowess, which is not a big deal. Here, however, man, we're getting rolls and range skill too. I was anticipating making this guy like a super sword and board brother. This one roll is like hurting my soul though. These rolls are all pretty bad. Because he does have a single star in range. I could go for him as like a throwing weapon brother. Let's plan for that. That could be cool. That could be pretty interesting. And we have an extra set of javelins here. Let's give this to Miguel. Almost as like a reminder, right? A reminder that this is my intention, is to make him a throwing brother. So he'll be like in the 65 range, but he'll have enormous, defensive stats. And he'll be pretty reliable, doing that range damage, switching out. I see that going pretty well. What's the best piece of armor I have right now? It's got to be the worn mail shirt. I could almost see attaching this. It's probably worth it. Could just sell it. I don't know. You want to put this on the best piece of armor you have available. That way it's not like a waste. It'll stay. This attachment will stay relevant for a while. This piece of armor, being the best armor I have, will be in circulation in my army for quite some time. So I think I'm just going to pull the trigger. Give that to Reynold. And will I have probably pretty soon gotten something better than this? Maybe. Good chance. But I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I think that's a right move. And while I'm over here, I'm just going to clear this area. I don't know. We still don't know, like I said, whether or not this ambition is going to clear. Because we did discover it before they gave me the contract. I'm hoping it doesn't negate it. Alright. You're welcome. Please have tools. They do at somewhat reasonable prices. We can't buy a ton. But we have to buy food. All of our men eat quite a bit. And I think we just need to sell off the junk. I'll hold on to one of these shields, I suppose. Yeah, we gotta buy more. Because we'll be almost out again if we don't. I have a lot of meat. Oh, the prices for bandages are like the cheapest I've ever seen. Sadly, they don't really have anything for me here, though. It's alright. I would like to pick up that round shield if I could. See what type of men they have to hire. Miners and day tellers. I want to get a fisherman. We have a name in the pool for a dude named, like, Tuna Can. So we're going to see if we can't make that into a character. Let's go back to our hometown. What else do we need? We need flagellants, we need a monk, we need a retired sergeant. There's all sorts of characters I want to get in here. partially, mostly for storytelling. Can I get on this mountain before it's night? No, I can't. I discovered this place, though. Taking a fight like this at night is not in my favor. Let's, we'll just earmark that that's there. Happy to know it. See what kind of contracts we get. But the ambition doesn't look like it's proccing. Sometimes it takes like 24 hours to happen, so I haven't like given up hope yet, but... Okay, a 2-skull contract. Didn't mean to click on that. Not sure if that's going to be up our alley or not. Ceremonial staff. Huh. Follow the tracks. For 720, I'm a little concerned. This might be like a brother losing type of battle. I'll accept it because we got nothing else to do. And we'll see, who stole the staff. If it's a big group of raiders, we're in trouble. If... I don't know, there's a lot of things it could be. 6 raiders, I consider a medium-sized group, but still a very dangerous group. They're giving me a little bit of time to... Okay, we're fully repaired. That's nice. I'm not so happy they made me go all the way back out here, though. We still have an injury on Justin. Okay, it's a pure side, and his fatigue is already kind of solid, so it's not a huge deal. I feel like maybe we should switch up our helmets here. Alright, I'll do my best. 6 raiders is an opportunity for us to get some good gear. Alright. They've got pikes. They've got hooked blades. Boar spear would be excellent. Our archers are saving grace right here if we can hit with them. It's kind of a big if. We're going to back up here. We'll wait here. Really want to see how they come in. We'll wait. Yeah, let's just wait. I'm going to send you down. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to overload this flank. So what I've been thinking as I'm like moving is I need to get some brothers down here. We're not going to take the bait completely. We'll see how they come in. I'll just take the shots, whatever. Pass and pass. We want them to step out so we can take some clear shots. This is so dangerous. We're probably going to have to stay... Went for the stun. We might have to stay in shield wall there. The 28. Able to strike around shield cover is kind of the cool part of this weapon. I feel like we need to send some brothers up and around. We need to get our supporting brothers in line. Not bad. I'm very scared of these pikes, though. Yeah, with good reason. Yep. Okay, well. That sucked. Sucked pretty bad, because unless we do something to this guy, he can probably just kill Moody. Yep, down goes Moody. Damn it. Okay. Their shield walls are very effective right now. Yeah, I mean, them just having the ability to focus like that. If we lose too many brothers, I'll try this fight again. But this is a very dangerous fight, and one that I almost wouldn't even want to take. I mean, I really didn't want to take it. I was hoping that it wasn't as tough as I was thinking it was. But I mean, we haven't even touched these guys, really. And we were kind of lucky in, like, sniping this one guy in the front here. I attacked the wrong one. Damn. Yeah, 6 raiders. They have better armor than us. They have, you know, the same quality of weapons as us. Yeah. This is not a... I would highly recommend not taking this fight. It's just the risk-reward isn't there. Let's try this again. Let's not waste too much time. I think we can do it. We'll load from the autosave here. I think we can do it. We may need to get a little more sneaky tactically. And this time they don't have all that cover they had last time, which was really messing up our archer's ability to be effective. Like, we can snipe the hell out of this dude. We got a little bit lucky with how much damage we did to him last time. Come over here. Trying to land the stun before they could lock shields. And we are just having the worst luck. Can have that up just to see. I'm not always trying to bemoan how bad my luck is, that's for sure, because sometimes I get very lucky indeed. Would be nice to lock these guys down with shield bros. We're going to step in there for the triple surround. But we wasted a lot of shots. We need... I mean, they're going to hyper-focus Jake, I feel like. Man. Yeah, we'll just... There's bound to be better shots for us to take. Alright, that was lucky. I know when I'm lucky, guys. Went for the stun, didn't get it. 55% chance. The thing about this axe bro is that his damage is so, like, huge. There we go. That we need it to come through. Like, when he swings, we gotta hit. And it's gonna be a few levels before he's that level of, like, reliable. Alright, we landed the second stun. We didn't get the first one, though. I'm gonna move Andreas here. Yeah, that's a little scary. God dang it! Well, let's see what happens. Hopefully he's not dead and he's got some small permanent injury that we can live with. Good hits. Yep. The AI has gotten so much better at focusing than it used to be. They just narrowed in on one guy and they just sniped him. And I mean, Justin got the hit, but it was kind of too little too late. I don't really want to load this fight again. That would feel a little strange to me. That's a little much. So just hope he's got a permanent injury. He survived. And we'll live to fight another day. And hopefully if it's a permanent injury, it's not too bad. Because there are some that are like, they don't matter at all. And they just add a little character. Alright. Chopping them down, and down they go. And Jake Abbott, no. Jake, let's see. Who is Jake exactly? I'm trying to remember. It's hard to remember once they're gone. Doesn't tell me who he was. God dang it. My brain has like a gap in it. I don't remember. He wasn't one of our militiamen. He was our... Damn it, I don't remember. Part of me wants to reload that, but I feel like you guys get... Some of you get aggravated by that, and I totally understand. Let's go for that. You are going to be a tank, bro. Let's switch up some of our gear here. Yeah, I might just get another bro and name him Jake, you know? I'm aggravated because I don't know what his background was. And I can always go back and look. Was he a butcher? He was the Reaper. That's right. He was our butcher. Oh, man. Have we lost 2 butchers? Oh, no. The curse of the butcher. Okay. Well, that's good to know. We've got a pike here. Hook you up. Warfork is 40 to 60. But it has spear wall implications. Let's go for this. We'll just get rid of our pitchforks. Everything else is still solid. You are 100% going to... Okay, let me do this. Nope. Warfork. Pike. We might forsake this weapon now. Pass it on. Boar Spear on Justin just because his melee skill is so low. Colossus here puts him up in a huge HP category. Not the best rolls. But for him to become a sergeant, these could be great rolls. A 4 here. I'll take a 4 here, but I'm not going to pump that anymore. I'll take... You know what? Let's redo that. I don't like that. We're going to take a 3 in melee defense. For sure. I will take a 4 in resolve. And I'm going to take a 3 in fatigue. I think that's the way to go. Our front line is looking sturdier. This is a 65. Everyone in the front kind of has a decent helmet. Let's see. We've got enough to get student here. So yeah, I think we'll just grab a guy and name him Jake. I think that's the deal. Take a 3 here. I'll take a 3 in fatigue as well. And then for Zigzagenhoff, let's get him student. Happy to see a 4 in range skill. Man. These are tough calls. I'm going to go 3 and 3 on hit points and fatigue. Just got to get him up to that 71 and then we'll stop pumping it. He just doesn't have the stars for that. But I mean, the fight, the experience, the gold, and the gear ended up being kind of worth it for one brother at this point. I think if we take that fight one more time, we probably do it without losing a single brother. But once we get into Raider gear, we won't be able to get one-shotted like that anymore. Once everyone's wearing like 130 armor, it'll really be... The fights will come down more to my skill than to RNG, which is what I'm looking forward to. So they're currently being raided. We need to go somewhere. Let's go to Leader's Home. It's a bigger city. And they might have someone different for us to recruit. What I really want to do is get to some other cities, maybe near the ocean. I just want a chance to recruit from some different pools. We got a brawler here, a gravedigger, and 2 poachers. I'm going to pass on those. And then we also have the barber, which is something that I wanted to do. Marketplace, I need tools. The tools here are a bit expensive. Sell some of this loot we just don't need. I'm actually going to sell the axes. Yeah, we need food also. Okay. We need a lot. That was basically all the profits from everything we just did. There's no gear here for us. See what the contracts are? There might be one to travel. A druid. Huh. You find Bertwin the Steward talking to a druidic monk cloaked in shapes more familiar to beast than man. Horns for a helmet, bear skin for armor, and the hooves of deer clattering around his chest in a brutish necklace. He's quite the sight. Seeing you, Bertwin the Steward waves you in. Sellsword, it's good to see you. The druid pushes the man out of the way mid-talk. He speaks with a wobble in his voice, as though he were speaking from the depths of a cavern. A mercenary, ha! Surely you are a man of faith, no? We of Ledersholm have lost the blood vial of the Holy Mother. This relic is of great import to us, for through it we can speak to the old gods and have our prayers answered. It's been stolen away, in some manner or another, to the tomb of the Mad King. Go there and retrieve it. I accept. Man, we gotta get a witch hunter in this company, that's for sure. Huh. While marching along, a lone merchant with his pack horse emerges onto your path. He has his arms out and his hands visible. Evening, travelers, might I interest you in some wares? He lists off a number of things the Sons of Sigmar could possibly have no use for, but then he mentions a map. You must have raised an eyebrow because he raises his and smiled with it. Ah, interested in a map, are you? This here cartographical, topographical, geographical oddity, carried by a man who I assure you is quite sensical. This here paper tells you the exact location of the famous Coven of Midnight. I'm sure you've heard about it, yes? Host to untold treasures, resting place of some of the world's finest arms. Yeah, I can't afford to pay for this. Sadly, not interested. If I was rolling in dough, I'd pay for it, because I think it's like a guaranteed rare item, which is always worth it. Wish me luck here, going all the way up north to the tomb of the Mad King. Looks like perhaps another ancient dead fight. We're in pretty good shape. Oh, we can... Okay. Oh, I love it. We're going to get a crypt cleaver. The blood vial of the Holy Mother is plain as day to see, but there's something else in the room that catches your attention. Sitting beside an enormous statue is a very unique-looking crypt cleaver. Of course, it begs the question, what in all the hell is it doing out here? While you think it's plain as day, you should go and grab it. Something tells you that might not be the wisest of decisions. Perhaps we should stick to what it was tasked to do. We're taking the cleaver. Ha! There's no way you could turn down something like that crypt cleaver. You climb up the statue's face and reach for it, but the second a bit of metal touches your finger, there's a rumbling and the statue begins to shake. Ack the Vanguard shouts, and you turn around. He's pointing toward the blood vial of the Holy Mother, which is dissolving before your very eyes. Oh, crap. It turns to powder, and you can only watch as a stream of it, like a fog taken to life, swirls around the room and zips right past your face and up the nose of the statue. Its eyes beam red, and you immediately jump away. A sellsword comes to your side, his weapon already out. Sir, look! I hope this doesn't mean we failed the quest and they hate us, because that would suck. There are shapes emerging from the walls, statues that lurch forward like stringed puppets, dangling from an old man's fingers. Slowly, each one discards its stony carapace and emerges as an odd-looking armor-clad and spear-wielding man. You quickly command your men into battle formation, because whatever it is you have set free here isn't looking to be friendly. Yeah, it's just some more auxiliaries. We can handle that. I was hoping it wasn't a ton of legionnaires, because that would have been brutal. And I wish I had someone using that crypt cleaver right now, because that would be pretty damn sweet. And we're also not, once again, we're not going to mess around with this. I need to just switch out to my pikes out. We've got a much wider front line here, which will serve us better. in all future fights. I feel like we were a little backline heavy and frontline light. I'm a big believer in like infantry in this game. Backliners do DPS, shield bros, you know, do DPS when they can. But their job is to hold. And I've had a lot of success with those types of strategies. I'm going to pull back here. Wrap around, see what they do. Spear wall. They may be faster than me. I'm not 100%. Love having a boar spear. I would probably put boar spears on all my brothers right now if I had them. Just until they get better stats. I prefer the reliability over just about anything else. There we go. We just need to land hits. This fight is so easy. Oh my god, and they broke my spear wall instantly. Feels bad, man. Oh, nice. We landed at 18%. Alright, this guy's... he's the immortal one. Yep, he's we've whiffed 4 attacks now at higher than 70% chance. What the odds are of that, I don't know. Could probably sit and do the math. I was having breakfast with my kids earlier today. And we were at a restaurant. La Madeleine, if you're curious. Nice little, like, French-themed breakfast place. Everyone was social distancing. It was cool. But they were asking me how much we would weigh if the moon hadn't been the chunk of rock that got smashed away from the Earth when the Earth was formed. Some, like, crazy series of questions as kids tend to, like, go down the rabbit holes of wanting to know more and more. So I basically had to sit down and figure it out for a second. I was like, okay, so the moon's gravity is 1/6 that of Earth's. So if the moon was still part of the Earth, it would be... we would all be one... you'd have to add the mass to the Earth's mass. So I sat down and did the math, and I figured out that if I was on a planet that was both the moon and the Earth, I had to give them, like, my weight. And they were serious. They were dead serious. They were like... they wanted to know. And they were not letting me off easy without me doing the math. I think I came out to I would be like 198 or 215, something like that. Because I got it wrong. At first I thought that the moon's gravity was 1/8. 1/8 of Earth's, but that's not the case. It's actually 1/6. So I had to do it twice. This type of stuff you can look forward to when you have kids. It's all good. And down they go. Alright, easy fight, easy life. We're going to get some more decent helmets for our trouble. And that badass crypt cleaver. If you've never seen this weapon before, it's sick. And it'll probably serve us all the way into the late game. Not very, I almost said not very cash money of us. But not very Empire themed of us. However, it's a pretty sick weapon for us. And we're going to go brawny here. Man, I hate to see these 1 rolls. I really do. I'll take a 4 in fatigue. I'll take a 4 in hit points because he still needs it. And I'll take a 3 in resolve just because his resolve is so pitiful. We'll get him up there. We'll help him out. Rodrigo is almost certainly going to be a 2-handed bro. That's kind of what I'm trying to identify right now. Who could be our crypt cleaver user? Oh yeah, same for Reynold also. It's between Reynold and Rodrigo. And I think I'm going to go with Reynold for the moment. And we'll put him out on the flank. And we will give him the better armor. Because that's just what you do. Give the better armor to the guy who's not going to have a shield to protect him. That's how I like to play. It's a 50 over a 45. Just some minor last second adjustments here. We have a better shield for Ak. Everyone's rocking better shields now. I'm happy about that. We have a sword here. Are any of these guys really lacking in melee skill? I mean, sorta. Like, Miguel here should use the falchion. He'll have better chance to hit, plus 10% chance to hit with slash. Okay, I'm good with this. And we can kind of sell some of the others. Don't worry, Jake. You're gone but not forgotten. We're going to get you in here. I'm so stoked to have this weapon. It's a brutal weapon. May it lead to many victories in our brother's hands. I want to go south, though, guys. You return to Bertwin the Steward empty-handed. He takes you by the side and whispers, "And why have you come at all? Do you not understand what import these town folks have put on the idol? Without it to worship, they'll have nothing to believe in. Men of strong faith need somewhere to put it. If he can't find it, all he finds is himself. And like an ugly brute staring into a mirror, he needn't rush to see the anger and confusion in the reflection of the idol's absence. Leave, sellsword, before the people see you've not returned with the blood vial of the Holy Mother." Yeah. See what the other contract is. I was hoping this is what it was. To travel. 2 days. I pretty much just have to take this. I accept your offer. To the southwest. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to use the barber. No. Okay, well. That was part of my master plan for today. But you know what? Let's get a few more brothers. Let's get a few more brothers in our party. There'll probably be there'll be other barber shops. For sure. Oh, and this time we need to remember to click here. So as we pass through Thalberg, we need to click on this just so we'll have discovered it. Unless we branch off this way. And we do. Damn. Thalberg is a place where we could go to get new brothers. They're providing me provisions right now, so we don't really have to worry about that. But our food can still rot. We need ammo, we need tools, and we need provisions. I'm sort of hoping that someone here attacks me. And makes this long travel worth it, but it's not going to happen. And Goldbrook's still part of the same faction. Fortunately, it's nighttime. They have an armor, thank God. Want me to go up to Thalberg? I'll need some time to think about this. Thalberg is where again? Oh, they want me to go to the place that I haven't discovered yet. That could be possible. Let's instead, you know what, we're not going to camp. I was going to do like a quick circuit around the city just to see what we can see. A woman jumps out of the tree line beside the path. "Oh, thank the gods, my prayers have been answered. Please come quick. My grandpa has fallen down the well." She turns and hurries away as though you've already agreed to help her. I've had that happen to me so many times in my life. Reynold the Sigmarite glances at you and shrugs. People ask me for help but don't really ask me. They just come to my door. I'll tell that story in a second here. I guess we can help her. The old man was doing repairs atop the wooden wellhead when it broke apart. Unfortunately, if you're standing atop a wellhead when it goes bust, there's only one place to go. Down. Very, very far down. As you look over the edge of the well, you can see the old man floating in a manner that is most unlively. Reynold the Sigmarite sidles up next to you and whispers, using a hand to keep his words from being heard. He's not moving. An expertly observation, truly. You inform the lady of the man's passing. She purses her lips and asks that you remove the body anyway, explaining her reasoning rather succinctly. We can't be drinking his filth, after all. Damn. Fair enough. Reynold the Sigmarite manages to hook a rope loop around the corpse and pull it up, its limbs dangling loosely like white wash rags. He asks if she needs you to bury it too. The woman wipes a tear and shakes her head. Nah, I'll bury that feller myself. Weep over his grave tomorrow, and then get on with the living. Well, alright. Okay. I've had it before, I'm pretty sure, where the man is alive. And I think you end up, someone ends up making love to his daughter. So, alright, the company struck out here. And let's come into town and see what's what. All they have is a thief. Thieves are not welcome in the temples of Sigmar. They can leave. Yeah, so we get a little bit of armor. I pick up padded leathers all the time. It's a go-to for me. The price of tools is great here. The prices for pretty much everything are good here. I think we should honestly stock up. Let's get some cheese. And we're going to sell all the junk. Keep an extra shield. Can get rid of that spear as well. Alright. We should buy 2 stacks of tools and an extra stack of ammo. And then let's go ahead and give that armor to someone in the front who needs it. Just sort of looking at defensive stats. Give that to Miguel. You can take that. And that. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. May even want to buy more tools, to be honest. Yeah, I will. It's such a good price, we shouldn't pass up on it in the early game like this. Tools don't expire, you know? And then more opportunities for armor at somewhat reasonable prices. I'm tempted mostly to buy this basic mail shirt, as it's something that I know will be good for us for quite some time to come. Instead of like pulling the trigger on the padded leather. But for the price of like these two is basically, you know, not exactly, but I could get 2 upgrades for almost the price of 1 slightly better upgrade, and that's what I'm tempted to do. I could also sell a little bit. I could sell all these weapons really and just kind of get more. Let's sell the animal hide armor. I know I don't need that. I love bypassing lower tier stuff. That's my big like hang up right now. These are also really good helmets. They have a lot of good helmets here, but these ones are good for the early game if we can get them. I very rarely am able to get the reinforced mail coifs. They lower your vision by 1. But at 100 armor, these are 110. They're not enough of an upgrade. Yeah, they're not enough of an upgrade over what we're currently rocking. So I think we need to keep our eyes on the prize with the armor. I'm going to sell the Scramasax. I'm going to pick up the basic mail shirt. We're going to take that contract. And the basic mail shirt is a 115er. We're going to give that to Rodrigo. And we're going to rotate that out. And I'm tempted to go even further than that, but I'm going to hold. I want to have some money in case when we get to where we're going, there's a recruit that we want to get. I'll accept this contract. It's not a lot. In fact, it's almost nothing. But if we get a good fight, it'll make it worth it. We'll get paid a little bit for every head. But with this company going out ahead of us, I doubt we'll be able to find a fight because they'll probably clear the road. But it's serving several purposes. We get paid, but we also get to go to a city that I already want to go to. Unfortunately, we're doing it with very little money. And it's a city that we're not going to be able to get any contracts from. Because it is a stone keep. For those of you who don't know, stone keeps, heavy fortifications, like when they describe it as such, they're places where you have to be well-liked in order to get contracts. You'll see here they're locked. So we're not renowned enough to deal with that. Okay, no backgrounds we want there. They have deserters. I've got no time for no-count deserters. I love closed mail coifs because they are second best to your Saleh helmets as your best archer helmets. You'll see they have no reduction in vision, which is the big deal. Same thing with Saleh helmets, but you see the price difference here is huge. Saleh helmet is a best-in-slot archer helmet. So pick those up when you can. The prices here are also excellent to buy, once again. It's sketchy. I would love to pick up another basic mail shirt, or even just this closed mail coif. But we just don't have the funds. You can always see. It's always fun just to see what's in here. And look at the weaponry. The Wolf Spire. Chance to hit head 16%. Interesting. I wish there was another Spetum here for me to compare it to. I don't see one though. It looks good. Looks like a solid weapon for 7k. And then we also have this, basically it's a noble sword on steroids. We can compare it to the noble sword here. So 78, 72, a little more durability. This has 45, 50 damage. Wow, that's a lot more damage. Holy crap. That's a lot more damage. And then 32 and 85. So it has more ignoring of the armor. This is a great weapon. The DPS on this. August the Gravedigger's Blood Spiller. That's powerful. Sick. Not for us, not today. But still good to know. And then we can always visit the marketplace. The prices here, once again, very favorable. Nothing we absolutely have to get. I think it's time to travel. Let's go south. I want to get out of the north. Whitehall sucks. I don't really want to hang out here anymore. I want to find a road and get the heck out of here. But a 3-skull contract, that's not reasonable. And that's not happening. Yeah, we just... Wait, you know what? It might be a traveling one. You always got to check. You want me to find the Star Mat disc. Why would they give me a 3-skull contract at this point? I don't know about that. That sounds like death to me. We'll pass. You know what? We're going down. We're going to follow this road and find our next city. Okay, there's multiple roads. We can kind of hug this area here. 5 brigands is perfect for us. A nice mix of thugs and raiders is exactly what we want to see. Thugs we can usually pick off quite easily. And they even gave us some high ground here. Gonna go for an aim shot. Nice. And it should shake up the raiders a little bit, who are, of course, the scarier targets. Excellent hits. Oh my gosh. You're spoiling me, game. Okay. And they're going for my guys on the low ground, which makes sense. I'm tempted just to step down here. We probably can back up. Because we took those shots, it's going to be a little harder to back up. I think we're fine. Spear wall there, and we'll back up here. Forcing them really to fight us on favorable ground. Put our pikemen here. We'll get there. This is a pretty crappy spot. I think we're just sort of stuck here. You're not going to be able to hit anyone from that position. And then we'll shield wall there. Because he's kind of at the tip of the formation. In terms of vulnerability. I'm loving it. Yeah, and they hit me. They hit me despite the shield wall. Yep, and he's forced to kind of engage here. Oh, I'm too elevated. Damn it. It's alright. We'll get him next turn. Put some damage on him. Step down. Really anticipated getting that kill. We'll see how he moves. Good hits. Show me what you got. Yeah. The spear wall is messing him up. Big hit from the cleaver. I hadn't planned on getting any... You know what? I'm gonna wait. I hadn't planned on getting any cleaver masters in this entire run. Simply because I consider the cleaver to be a very un-Empire inspired weapon. And we're not quite at the point yet where we can like really roleplay. Because we're still just trying to stabilize in the early game here. 2 falchions I consider to be excellent pickups. If nothing else, they'll be good to sell. They're worth repairing. But they're also just solid for our brothers in the early game who just need the damage. Who need the melee skill, really. Who just don't have the melee skill is what I'm thinking. And they're just versatile versus most of the types of units we're going to be fighting early on. Brawny is a no-brainer for me. Something I really don't even have to think about when I grab it. This is... He's turning into quite the decent brother. I feel like I have to take a bigger resolve roll on him. 3 is not that good. I'm going to take this 3 in melee defense while I can. Once we pop Fortified Mind on him, he's going to be fine as a banner bro. What else? We got some other stuff too. Okay, we have some slightly better helmets here. A little bit of armor. The thing about, like, flails especially, these things sell for a fortune. I almost never use them because they're worth so much more than every other, like, tier 2 weapon. This is an upgrade. We should change that out. Alright. Feels good. That was an excellent fight for us. Excellent fight. Did I get everyone's levels? I did. We don't have a ton of time left today. And I was hoping to replace Jake before the episode ended. Alright, another city. Finsterwheeler. Another bum city with nothing in it. Oh man, did we just grab another butcher? I feel like we do, right? For this price? Growing up poor, Hubert quickly learned... We're going to call him Jake. Jake quickly learned to kill and strip animals, eventually founding a butcher shop. Some say he most enjoyed butchering for soldiers during the orc invasions and wishes to return to that experience once more. He looks at everything as a potential meat sale with breathing, moving packaging. You're in. You're just the type of sociopath I need. And he's huge! Oh my god. You know what? Oh my god. Do I just switch him? I feel like he should be Justin the Giant, and this guy should be the Reaper. Am I wrong in that, guys? Is that terrible to, like, go back on the roleplay a little bit? But as a guy who's huge, I feel like he's got to be the Giant. Like, doesn't that just make sense? And he's got excellent stars. 2 stars in melee skill, 2 stars in melee defense, 1 in fatigue. He's going to be a pretty good two-handed bro. We've just got to overcome his, you know, his failings in terms of his defensive stats. But we can get there. We'll just kind of keep him behind the front lines a little bit. Or we'll just go wide that way. You know what? No, no, no. Even better. Even better than that. We'll do one of these. Gotta give him the best gear we can if we want him to survive, to have a chance. I feel like we need to switch the names. Ah. Okay. You, sir, are going to be Justin. The Giant. It's alright. Your mom was just confused in the birth certificates. This is going to be, Jake Abbott. The Reaver. Alright, alright. All is well in the world. All is right. I'm good with it. And sadly, there's a 2-skull contract. Let's see what kind of stuff they have for us to buy. The prices here are atrocious, as we should have expected. I see very little of any redeeming value. I think we should hold on to everything we have. We can see what the contract is. Horrible beasts. We'll accept. Wish me luck, guys. Direwolves are really what you want to see early, because you want to get their pelts. Yeah. Enough to make stuff at the taxidermist. Unfortunately, we just left behind, like, 3 taxidermists. Go get them. We managed to save, like, half a day's worth of travel by not exactly following the footprints. So these are your standard direwolves. They're not frenzied. They're not going to apply Overwhelm. Just do damage. Consistent damage to them is the key. Their resolve is weak. They're going to jump in next turn. They'll probably get an attack or two off. Spear Wall is your friend because they attack pretty stupidly. So if you have a lot of spears, beasts, undead, I mean, you can just crush them with spears. So I'm a little worried that they're going to overload our top, which is where Justin is. And they broke past my spear wall again instantly. Alright, they're overloading it a little bit, but if we can kill one of these guys, it won't be so bad. Let's try and support here. Not going so hot, guys. This is not a fight we should be scared of. And yet, here we are. We gotta freak them out. Let me move these trees. If I'd have known we were gonna miss literally every shot up here, I would 100% have shield walled. Because I feel like they're just gonna kill Justin. They have so many attacks. See what they do. Alright, they hit him in the head luckily, and once in the shield. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, we got one more chance. Alright, that was his chance to defend himself. Guys, this is not a fight I'm going to lose brothers on. So if we fail horribly here, we're going to reload this. This is nuts. The forest is also messing us up. This big, I didn't even see. I thought I could be able to walk around here, but I can't. Yeah, he's dead. Justin is super dead. Okay, they hit him in the head. The odds of that were pretty small, but we lucked out. Gotta have some faith, I guess. Sigmar preserves us. Ah, that was not a good jump. I needed to save space for Jake. Save yourself, Justin. Dang, man. Yeah, we have to take that kill. Otherwise, Justin was straight up dead. Yeah, he missed every single attack. And I mean, direwolves aren't the easiest thing to hit, but we also missed a bunch of attacks with Reynold. Alright, let's just get everybody in the pool. And now he wants to run. Are we even getting any of the... Okay, I see some direwolf stuff. I don't really want to shoot anymore. Just a waste of ammunition. Down you go. Alright. For our trouble, we pick up one wolf pelt. Womp womp. We'll hold on to it. That's basically like spitting in our eye. Only one pelt. Would have been nice to get at least 3. But hey, we got paid for it, which is what we needed. We absolutely had to get paid. Prices here are still terrible. Get rid of the worst of the trash as we keep moving. There's no road out of here. I could just straight up walk south, but we've got a far walk to be unsure whether or not we're going to run across a city. An old man with a walking stick is found resting against a stone wall. His hand caresses the stones with a familiar touch. He stares at you. A jeweled ring glistens on one of his bony fingers. Evening, sirs. What a fine day, no? Getting a good look at him, you realize he's a blind man. We're not robbing a blind man. I've done this once before, just to see what would happen. They're just giving you a chance to hang your own reputation. What are we looking like? We're unknown still? Damn. It's cold-blooded. It's alright. We're making moves. We're trying to go south. I've pretty much had it with this northern area. I want to get into an arena. Get a couple southern bros on board. I haven't really found our home yet, you know? A bunch of thugs and poachers could be a good fight for us. Maybe in tomorrow's episode, guys. For now, though, I'm Brett. My channel's Goodtalk Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Sorry it was late once again. But when we come back next time, I'm anticipating us being in a much better place. This, for me, these cities all suck. What you want to do, and I'm just going to say this real quick before we leave. And I've talked about this before. You want to find like a triangle. Right? Find 3 cities that are great. And just go back and forth between them. Especially in the early game. Do all their contracts here, go here. Do all the contracts here, go here. And by the time you bounce back and forth between all of them, they refresh their goods. They refresh their men. And they refresh their contracts. And it's just a great way to power level, to power your economy, all that stuff early on. And we got stunted. Our home city sucks. The nearby cities mostly suck. And we're so, you know, high up on the map that there's... And we're in like a terrible place. Like, this whole big area is not wilderness. This big area is not wilderness. This big area... So we have to go in like these weird areas to try and explore. And there's really not much room for us up there. We're going to find a better spot for us to quest. And I'm hoping, honestly, to get into the Southlands and to find some really good questing there. Arenas, all that stuff. And to get into whatever craziness we can get into down there. But guys, thank you so much for watching once again. Brett, Goodtalk Gaming, all that good stuff. Thank you for your support. It's been awesome. The views have been great. The likes have been great. I think more people are finding our channel. We're almost at 800 subscribers now, which is sweet for me. And yeah, take care, guys. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.